Hello there, everybody. This is Cholera. I'm with Rise, and we're doing a single cast of Game 4 of Samson Khan versus Lake Half Oz. This is going to be Hiya versus Firebat Hero, and it's actually Hwason Oz, I know, but that confused me. The fact that it says Lake Half still on his uniform. I mean, do these kids get new uniforms or what? I mean, I don't know. But anyway, Hiya is
Hopefully
over here on the
yellow
left,
does.
and yeah, that's right. Hoping yellow does. And Firebat Hero on the right. What are your predictions about this game, Rise? You were excited about this game. What have you been hearing about it, and what do you think is going to happen?
God damn it, man. I hope we get to see some dancing already. I was so disappointed from the last set we did where Firebat Hero got face stomped by freaking, I don't even remember, some Zerg who I don't even want to think about. So,
Huge.
I mean, I of all people, Hyun is so closely related to Hyuk that it made me sick. But, I mean, really, Firebat Hero, he's just begging to get out of his shell so he can do some dances on stage. I swear, if he wins this, he'll probably go on for like a half-hour dance scene because he's got so much bottled up from losing so many games lately. So I pray that he wins this one. I mean, for Hiya, this is actually kind of a funny rematch because Hiya actually beat Firebat Hero way back when in that Pro League Finals where Hiya won it for his team. So there's some epicness behind this actually, and I kind of expect a good game out of these two. Firebat Hero especially because really he was embarrassed losing to Hiya. I mean really, he must just want to just punch him in the face. I mean,
well,
he got beat by Hiya.
He was sobbing.
Yeah.
I mean,
he lost to Hiya.
Embarrassment. Yeah, this is of course is the infamous game that I always refer you guys to Rise's account for, Hiya versus Fire here on Python back in the finals of the Pro League, where afterwards Firebat Hero was just incapacitated. It was like he got, just hit. It was like his whole family got killed in front of him, and like he found out he didn't have his leg, so he couldn't dance anymore.
And he found out he was
crying. He was literally crying over his keyboard. Win GG, while Hiya basically just owned him with his buck teeth. And Hiya afterwards couldn't even. He tried to do a ceremony. I'm sure that made Firebat Hero feel even worse when he couldn't pick up the bottle of the 3-gallon cooler to put over his head, and Firebat was like, "Why? I'm the king of ceremonies. Instead, this guy gets to do a horrible failure of a ceremony." So, for many reasons, I think Firebat Hero definitely wants to win this one.
Most definitely, man. And even if he does, maybe he'll throw the water on Hiya again and be like, "Here, this is how you lift it up, you schmucko." I gotta say, every time I look at Hiya, I imagine that he only can say the word Hiya. I think that's why he's called Hiya, is that whenever he tries to speak, the only thing that comes out is Hiya, 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 Hiya. But enough on Hiya. So these two are playing another TVT on Destination. Man, we just did one of these 10 minutes ago. Of course, people watching this won't know, but we just did another game on. Anyway, so it looks like Firebat Hero is starting off at the bottom and Hiya's up top. So, I don't know. You got any predictions on this game? I mean, I got to say, Firebat Hero's been cheesing a lot lately. Do you think he's going to try some more cheese against Hiya or what?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think he wants to win this one. Now, the thing is, I mean, I don't see his cheese being a bad thing to win this one either, by the way. I think that's fine. I mean, Firebat Hero has pulled off some good cheese over the years, too. He's actually once was a very good TVT player. Still is probably inside, underneath all the layers of pain and suffering. He's probably still a good TVT player. But, just like Flash, when we were talking about in the last commentary, he's been slipping a little bit recently compared to some of the other players. I have no idea, but... Wow, that was amazing. That guy with the bag on his face. Awesome. That totally owned me. What was I starting to say? Oh, yeah. Firebat Hero beat Hiya the last time they played. They actually did have a rematch. I just looked it up. They're 1-1 right now. And also, Hiya, of course, was involved in another Pro League final where he blew it for his team. Let's not forget, CJ versus Oz. He was the last player, the last stand for
Stick your
Oz.
tongue in her ear. Do it. Sorry.
And oh, look at this! Both players are building proxy barracks next to one another. There's Firebat Heroes at the left side of Hiya's base, and Hiya's got pretty much the same location. next to Firebat Hero's base. So we'll see if they decide to try to sneak a Marine or two inside of one another's bases, or if they're just going to use it for a quick scout.
That's awesome, man. I love double messed upness. I mean, it's ridiculous when you see the same players do the same stupid things, but this could work out pretty funny, actually, because both players are going to have the ability to make Marines and send them to the other player's base and have nothing to defend against. So, I mean, conceivably, someone could bring an SCV over and build the bunker in the other person's base, and whoever did it quicker could actually win the game. And it looks like Firebat Hero is both closer and... no, he finished it after, but he was closer, so he's not going to have to float it nearly as far in order to throw some units inside of Hiya's base. But the other side of the coin is Hiya has, I said that twice now, I'm going to stop using that phrase. Hiya has a supply depot that's going to scout that out right away, so he's going to know what's going on way before Firebat here is able to do anything. But that doesn't mean he'll be able to stop him by any means, because, again, he's got no barracks of his own inside of his base, so Firebat Hero may be able to do some annoyingness to Hiya. And Hiya getting a scout in, I don't know if he noticed that there was no barracks there or not. And, you know, he's just kind of seeing that there's a factory. Why do they keep showing these two? Are they, like, famous or something?
They're probably famous. Yeah, something like that. That guy looks like Luxury. Except Luxury probably couldn't get a girl like that. But anyway, it looks like Firebat Hero actually tried to do something here and has failed. He lost a Marine. And nope, now he actually does have a Marine kind of uncorked out of that barracks. And he might be able to kill an SCV or two, but really, Marines are kind of fragile against even SCVs without any SCV meat shields to help them out. But meanwhile, we see a fast two-fact here coming from Firebat Hero, and what looks like a two-fact. Yes, that is a two-fact coming from Hiya also. So identical builds, and we could be seeing a vulture-heavy game here. That's always a fun thing to watch, and it has happened on Destination, so we might see a big vulture battle. No, those are awesome.
Yeah, and it's interesting because, excuse me, when players go vultures, it's almost like they get stuck going vultures, you know? Nobody ever knows when to switch their tech back to some other unit, because mass vultures will own other things if they have spider mines and stuff. So it definitely is, and it's funny because a lot of times the players just only go mass vultures the entire game. But anyway, right now we only see one out for each player, so we'll have to see if they do go for a mass vultures. It's still a little early to tell. And look at that, Hiya going for the quick expansion, whereas Firebat Hero is somewhat contained. I agree. We just, I don't want to spoil anything, but, you know, we just saw this, and that can be a risky thing to do. It's not guaranteed by any means, and while you'll gain the economic advantage if you pull it off, if you don't, you know, the repercussions are huge. It means that you probably won't win the game. So Firebat Hero could pull off a timing push here. He's got a couple of vultures and a tank. If he pushed forward now, Hiya could be in a little bit of trouble since he's only making vultures still.
That's right. I mean, Firebat Hero, jeez, too many Fs. Firebat Hero will be able to, you know, produce more units for the time being, especially those expensive tanks out of his two factories, even though they have two factories both to start off with. The 400 sunken resources there are definitely going to cost Hiya. And wow, Hiya is thinking about mass vultures here. It's the only explanation possible for the fact that he's gotten so many, another factory up. This is going to mean he's temporarily weak, though, until you can get some mines up. Oh, look at Firebat Hero here creating a wall of sorts, I guess, to prevent, well, it's not going to prevent much. I guess it is to block the flow of the vultures, though. Firebat Hero now with a tank across the bridge. He's also got the same number of vultures. This is forcing Hiya to pull all of his SCVs, but looks like Firebat Hero might be able to win the vulture battle, and this could be huge. He's also producing Marines out of the barracks. He's trying to force as many units here as possible, and now there's nothing left. There's only those SCVs, and wow, the SCVs just got totally slaughtered by Firebat Hero. I think this is going to be a very quick victory here. Wow.
Hiya, 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 no light.
Why do you
look at the coach!
Look at January.
What is
January's like, what the hell? You're not playing fastest? What the hell? GG coming from
Hiya.
GG. What? Did Hiya like?
Man, Hiya just embarrassing his team right there.
Did he not?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, it's the end of the series, by the way.
Firebat Hero is leaving the booth. Firebat Hero has just won the game for his team, and now the building pressure.
Oh
my God! His hair is getting messed up. So much pelvic thrusting, my neck hurts.
Oh.
Jumping off the stage, high-fiving. Don't touch his hands. They're disgusting, guys. I'm telling you. The coach going to go wash them right now in antibacterial soap. And Frazine with the beanie.
Frazine.
Oh, God, the cancer beanie. Take it off already. He didn't give Frazine a high five. He didn't do it. He dissed him.
You know, for a second I got confused. I was thinking January was Hiya's coach, and January was being like, WTF, why'd you build so many buildings? But no, I guess she was just in awe of Firebat Hero's awesomeness for managing to win with
No,
timing
she
there.
didn't want to see him dance.
Maybe she was just being like, oh, God. Please tell me the Kesper rules are still in place. But it seems like, since there's no guys in suits and with little like earbuds, like stopping everything right now and being like, Firebat Hero has now forfeited and will have to commit seppuku for dancing. It seems that because of that, since we haven't seen
And
that,
Bukkake?
Firebat Hero may now be able to dance freely. I'll pretend I didn't hear that, but it seems like at least that was appropriate. I mean, what happened to the no offensive dancing, though? I mean, we can't exactly say that was completely inoffensive. I mean, I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. It looks like Firebat Hero's got away
he's
with
above
dancing.
the rules.
There's Backhoe. There's Jaedong. He looks like he's about to. He looks like one of those guys who are like, on the soccer line, about to like try to block a penalty kick. They always got their hands on their crotches to like protect themselves. Jaedong, of course, always wary for the
wall.
rogue soccer ball, or for I don't know, the Backhoe next to him grabbing him.
DF
Never
coach
mind.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to recap,
Let's not talk about that.
what was Hiya doing? What was Hiya doing? Why? What was
Well,
Hiya doing? Did he not see? Did he think Firebat Hero was fast expanding himself? Did he think like he was playing fastest and he would be able to put up like 8 factories within like 2 minutes? I don't know, because I think he just overbuilt, like literally overbuilt buildings, and just got owned.
I'm pretty sure that Firebat Hero in the chat room right before the game typed NR20, and apparently Hiya believed him. and Hiya got duped by Firebat Heroes.
That trick. That's the
Really?
perfect explanation. I don't think anyone else could do any better. Firebat Hero, once again, pulling something completely smart and brilliant. So, Firebat Hero taking one, and, maybe this will give him a little bit of juice here. Firebat Hero is one of those players, like Savior, whose mood determines how well they play, and whose play determines their mood. They're not one of those guys like Bisu, who's like Botox to the point where he can't, have facial expressions anymore. Firebat Hero and Savior are both like that. They feed off of their streaks, and whether it's a losing streak or a winning streak, they tend to get streaky. And I think Firebat Hero, after defeating one of his demons here, so to speak, just like Savior when he beat Bisu, might go on a little run. I don't know.
I could agree with you, and I got to say that either way, it was actually a pretty good game, interesting for sure, and congratulations to Firebat Hero. You have once again secured a place in my heart. I love you, Firebat Hero. See you in the next game. GG!
All right. GG.